My name is Andy Sheppard and I've just finished recording my Path to a Great Sound series. This series is specifically designed to help saxophone players develop a good or a great and personal sound. I've always thought that sound is probably the most important element of music, of being a saxophone player. Forget how many notes you can play, knowledge of harmony, you got to have a great sound, because that's what touches people. My series is really directed at how to develop a sound, and going from the very essential beginning, which is your breath, how to sort that out with the instrument, and how to develop a strong, big, warm saxophone sound. The series begins with really explaining how to breathe in, because maybe everything you know about breathing in terms of playing the saxophone is wrong. So we try and put that right, and then take it on through there, explaining exercises, things you can do which will center your sound and get your breathing correct. And eventually we'll move on to more complicated issues like how to breathe in and out at the same time. I think the most important lesson to be had from what I'm saying through this series is that you have to develop a state of mind when playing. And this whole thing of how important the breath is, how important it is to have an independence of thought, so you're free to make music. The thing that I find really important is if you're playing great music, you've developed the ability to concentrate without thinking. You're in the moment playing the music and you're not hung up thinking about how you're breathing or what your fingers are doing. All that stuff is kind of second nature. I try my best to explain the technique of circular breathing, how I develop the technique, ways you can start to develop the technique and how to put it onto an instrument. It's not something that you can do overnight. It takes a lot of devotion, but it's achievable, I think. I'd like to think that anybody could watch this and start working at it and eventually be able to breathe in and out at the same time, which is a pretty hip trick. Although I start at the beginning with how to take a correct breath and put the air through a saxophone, I think what I talk about and what we get to with the circular breathing and everything is kind of valuable information for saxophone players of all abilities. I've never stopped learning. You never stop learning with this trip of playing a saxophone. I talk quite a lot in the tone and gear section about what I play, what I find works for me, which may help you find the right reed, etc. for you. It's a long road to find what works for you to match the sound you have in your head with the sound you're making. I hope that people will get information which will be relevant to their stage, whatever, if you're fully professional or if you're a complete beginner. Hopefully there's something in there for everyone. This is Andy Sheppard from Pro Music Tutor.com. If you want to play like a pro, come and learn from the pros.